Welcome back, guys. Today I thought I'd go over a couple of neat things that I found in XFCE that you may or may not know about. But if you don't know about this, then it may come in handy for you. Many times you'll need a terminal open. And so I use and this applies to XFCE. So any distribution that you're using, if you are using XFCE as your desktop environment, this would work for you. So the first thing I'm going to go over is Screenfetch. Screenfetch basically puts a little graphical illustration of the icon for the type of distribution that you're using. So for example, you might see an A as I have for Arch, or you might see the Ubuntu symbol. You might see the Debian symbol. But it also has a lot of information related to your system. Now this is a plain vanilla Arch install using the 4.7.1. So all of the information is here. The theme that you're using, the icon theme, the fonts, your processor, your graphics card, your RAM. Everything is pretty much here. And a lot of people like to have Screenfetch information on their terminal every time they open the terminal. Now, if you just install Screenfetch, and of course, if you're using Ubuntu, it's going to be sudo apt-get install Screenfetch. That's Screenfetch. For Arch, it's sudo pacman -s Screenfetch. Either way, you'll end up with Screenfetch installed, and if you don't enable it to come up automatically every time you open your terminal, then all you need to do is open a terminal, type in Screenfetch, and hit the enter key, and it'll pop up. But the easier way is just to go into your home folder and enable hidden files, and then go down to your bashrc file right here. It's a hidden file. So just double click, and at the end of whatever is there, and each one may be different depending upon the configuration of your system, but at the end, just type in the word Screenfetch, just like I have, and then save it. Log out, log back in. The next time you open your terminal, Screenfetch will automatically come up, just like I have it here. If I close out the terminal and I open another terminal, it's automatic. Now, the other nice thing that I'm going to show you is sometimes rather than click an icon that you might have on your dock or on your desktop or in your menu, sometimes you might prefer to have a terminal open with a hotkey, or to have easier access to a terminal. So I'm going to show you a little something that you might like to try. So let's close out the terminal, and I'm going to open up a text file, and I will put a copy of this in the show notes. But basically, this command at the bottom line creates an XFCE terminal, but in a drop-down mode. So it drops down from your panel. So if you're using a panel in your XFCE, whether it be at the top or the bottom, you can set this up so your terminal opens with a hotkey. Let me show you, because it's pretty neat. You can configure it any way you like. So this particular command at the bottom, and as I said, I'm going to put this in the notes. Basically, if you put this into your terminal and press enter, it will configure your F4 key as a hotkey for a terminal dropdown. Now, you might want a different key. You can change that. The other way you can do it, rather than copy and paste this command, is just go to your menu, go to your settings, click on keyboard and application shortcuts. You can see I have XFCE Terminal. This is how it needs to be configured. Now, if you don't have this in there, obviously, you're going to click Add, and then you're going to type it in. But it's much by copying and pasting this command into the terminal and pressing enter, it will automatically configure your keyboard shortcut. Okay, so mine's already configured, so I'm going to show you what happens when I press the F4 key. Press F4, drop down terminal. Now the nice thing about it is, you see in the bottom right corner there's a little settings icon. If you click that, you can change the width of the drop down terminal to anything you like. You can go full screen, you can go half screen, whatever it is that you want. I found 60% is optimum for me. You can also change the height, the opacity. So if you want to make it a little bit see-through, you can do that. It's entirely up to you. So if you had it 50-50, let me show you what it looks like. 50-50-50. This is what you would get. Now if you notice up the top, I now have an icon on my panel that I can click to bring it on and off. If I turn it off, I can bring it back with the F4 key. And I can also turn it on and off with the F4 key. So it's pretty neat. I don't like the 50% opacity setting, so I am going to set it about 80. And that's a pretty neat little trick. It's very convenient. If you're like me, you use the terminal quite often. And so it's nice to have it right at a fingertip, at a finger press, at a keystroke away, just a keystroke away. Now it appears I've lost my GUVC view for some reason. So we are going to get that back. Okay. And there's the hotkey. So guys, I hope you get something out of that. I know I use it quite often. It's very convenient, very nice to have. So there you have Screenfetch and your configured drop-down terminal, useful in XFCE desktop environments. Guys, that is it for now. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.